I'm Lori Osborn. I'm the pastor of Congregational Care and Discipleship here at the church.
And I'm Brandon Harris. I'm the executive pastor and pastor of missions.
And we are here today to share with you some tips about being hospitable as a church. We know that the Christmas season and the Advent season, we have a lot of guests coming into our church and trying us out. And so we have a few practical tips that we'd like to share with every member of our congregation on how we can be hospitable and welcoming to those folks coming in during this season. The first is the rule of three.
The rule of three?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So it takes...
Wait, the wise men? Three wise men?
No.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh?
No.
The Trinity?
No.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit?
No. Minutes. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So, and hopefully, I'm just kidding. Sorry. So, the rule of three. It takes someone about 3 minutes to exit the sanctuary after worship. And so the rule of three says that for the first 3 minutes after worship, you spend time seeking out people who you do not know and speaking to them. It can be really easy after worship. You see your friend, you want to ask them about their weekend, you want to ask them about their plans, ask them about the football game. But it's really important that we try to make connections with those people who are guests among us. And so if you... Am I going too long?
No. I know you. I can't talk to you for 3 minutes.
Okay, very good. See, he's practicing the rule of three. Excellent work. And so this is, if we all put this into practice and really we're intentional about seeking out someone who we do not know, they may not be a newcomer or a guest, but it's really important for us to be growing in our relationship with one another.
And if a member or a friend tries to come up and talk to you, introduce them to the guest that you're talking to.
Right.
Because you are practicing the rule of three and they may not know that rule. And then after that guest leaves, then you can say, hey, Sally, you didn't practice the rule of three.
Yes, next time, practice the rule of three.
Now, the circle of 10 is another helpful little rule, and that is to imagine you have a 10-foot radius around you, which many of us after Thanksgiving, we might be on our way. But imagine you have a 10-foot radius around you at all times. You want to greet anyone who comes within that 10-foot radius,
Okay.
Whether they are a member or a guest.
Okay.
And that adds to an atmosphere of hospitality and welcome, because that way we're not just, yes, we're in a hurry, we're late for Sunday school, whatever, but to say, good morning, so good to see you, that creates a positive atmosphere. And if it is someone you don't know, stop and introduce yourself.
Right.
And that's how we build community and we build relationships.
Exactly. Very good. All right. And the third thing that we want to make sure that we remember, especially during, well, every Sunday, but especially during really busy seasons of the church year, is to think about where we sit. I know that, I don't know if you know this, but in the Methodist Church we have our seats. We have the places where we like to sit every week. But if we could all be really intentional about trying to sit near someone who we do not know. And a comfortable distance. You don't want to smother someone and sit really close to them. But sitting to where there's going to be a natural way for you to communicate with them. Maybe sit in front of them so that you can turn around and greet them, and so that it's not too close, but it's a comfortable distance to where it makes sense for you to engage with them.
We all need to have this Newcomer Radar.
Right.
Where we walk into the sanctuary or we walk into the gym and we're looking for people who we don't know.
Right.
And intentionally building those relationships. That's the only way we get to know people beyond our immediate circle, if they are members or regular attenders, or it's the only way that newcomers will feel truly welcomed, is if those of us who are here every Sunday or most Sundays, if we seek out those who are unfamiliar to us and we greet them and we welcome them and we introduce ourselves.
Right.
So let's all be engaged in hospitality this Advent season and beyond. This hospitality is at the core of what we do as a church. And so thank you for being a part of that. And we look forward to sharing that ministry with you. And have a blessed Advent and a Merry Christmas.